We have an interesting article from the New York Times, March 2nd of 2015. Why our children don't think there are moral facts. This man went into a classroom, second grade. Fact: something that is true about a subject and can be tested or proven. Opinion: what someone thinks, feels, or believes. And so this is what they're teaching second graders. It's part of the Common Core standards. We've seen a lot of the Common Core standards being discussed, how they do math and a few other things. This one strikes right to the core, if you will. And so they're given an exercise. They have to determine whether something is a fact or an opinion. Now this author makes several good points here. Things can be true even if no one can prove them. Okay? And this is why this is entitled The Natural Law. The natural law is true. Can we prove it? We don't know that it can be proven. Maybe St. Thomas Aquinas has, or someone has proven it. But there are certain things we simply know to be factual, to be true. It is wrong for me to take your money. Can I prove it? No, but I know it's wrong. You know it's wrong. The guy down the street knows it wrong. Even the thief knows it wrong. He just does it anyway. And so we need to consider that. So I'm going to go on with the article, and then I'm going to come back and make a few other points. This man says, but if a fact is something that is true and an opinion is something that is believed, then many claims will obviously be both. And then he gives a conversation. I believe that George Washington was the first president. Is that a fact or an opinion? His son says, it's a fact. But I believe it. And you said that what someone believes is an opinion. That's in the definition. But it is true. So it's both fact and an opinion. The son gets a blank stare on his face like, what the is going on? And as we observed earlier, every value claim is labeled as an opinion. The value claim that's wrong for me to steal your money, that is a value claim and is therefore an opinion. Okay? He concludes here, the punchline, there are no moral facts. In other words, there is no natural law. It's all opinions. It's my opinion that's wrong for you to take my money. It's my opinion it's wrong for you to shoot me in the heart and kill me. That's my opinion. You could have the opposite opinion and be right according to this proposition. See, because it's just an opinion. Whereas a fact is something that is true about a subject and can be tested or proven according to them. So in other words, they're requiring two things. It has to be true and tested or proven. We've seen that in the medical industry with the approval of pharmaceuticals. They want a double-blind study. If you can't prove it with a double-blind study, then they throw it out as not true. If you can't prove it. The fact that hundreds of people can go out and use certain herbs and achieve similar results, that's not true to them because we haven't done a double-blind study. Now, true, that herb might not work for you, whereas it works for me and vice versa. But the fact that it works for a large number of people and I have a similar condition or the same condition, is it wrong for me to try that herb to treat my condition? Maybe that is an opinion. But let's apply this fact and opinion to one other thing, because this comes against their common core, actually. What is evolution? In the United States, it's pronounced evolution. The British pronunciation, though, is closer to the truth. Evolution. Is evolution a fact or an opinion? First of all, I'm going to object it's not even true. Science tells us that it's true. Okay? Science tells us that it's true, or at least most scientists. There are some that will admit it has not been proven to be true. The thing is, it hasn't been proven. In fact, some will say it cannot be proven because it deals with things that occurred where we have no witnesses. All we have is, circumstantial evidence. They say the circumstantial evidence is sufficient to back up, but they still call it the theory of evolution. I don't even believe it stacks up to the theory. I think it's at best a proposition, looking at the evidence. But when we get right down to it, if we get honest, evolution is not a fact. In spite of the arguments of some, including one that admit it has never been proven, he said we should accept it as a scientific fact, and his reasoning was this. This is a secular scientist, be accepted by the world out there. He said we should accept it because so much science has been built on it that we must accept it as a scientific fact, because to topple it would be topple all this stuff that's built on it. It'd be like I built this big 10-story building on sand. Well, I should say the sand is concrete, or else I'll have to admit the building's going to come down and evacuate it. So I leave a building full of people till it comes down and kills them all. No. Evolution is not a fact. Therefore, it is at best, according to Common Core, an opinion, what someone thinks, feels, or believes, and the next step in opinion is you think one thing, I think another, the guy down the street thinks a third thing, and they're all our opinions, and we'll all have the right to these opinions. The thing is, we do not have the right to opinions that go against the natural law. I don't have the right to the opinion that it's right for me to shoot you dead. I do not have a right to that opinion, because the fact is it's wrong to shoot you dead. There is a natural law that comes from God. The second we start going into this, we go down the slippery slope. We must take it to its logical conclusion. This lesson will lead to the conclusion that it is right for me to kill, steal, rape, lie about you. That's all right, because it's only your opinion that it's wrong. God bless you and save us from Common Core.